Welcome, sorry about the slight delay there, and thank you for joining this session on the Postgraduate Certificate of Education and how to chart your path to becoming a teacher. So my name is Kate Angier and I'm here with Nicole Lesh, who is the admissions advisor. We're just going to take you through the steps that you need to think about if you're coming into UCT as an undergraduate to prepare for Postgraduate Certificate in Education. So you've probably had a lot of experience already with teachers being a learner, and many of you have reached this point in your careers because of the teachers that you've had along the way. Hopefully they have inspired you and motivated you and empowered you to be the people that you are today. And maybe some of you are thinking that actually that's the kind of career, kind of profession that you would like to go into. Any school system is only as good as the teachers that there are in it, and a quality education requires quality teachers. So we're really happy that you're here wanting to know more about becoming a teacher. So the first thing to say is that this is a postgraduate certificate in education, but before you leave, because you're not yet undergraduates, probably most of you, let me explain why it's important that you're here as prospective undergraduates to be already thinking about postgraduate. So at UCT, we offer a full-time 1-year postgraduate degree in education. We call it the PGCE. And it's a professional qualification that certifies graduate students as school teachers. So it's a requirement that you have some form of professional certification to become a school teacher. And there are two routes. You can go straight from school and do a BEd, or you come after an undergraduate degree and do a PGCE. And that's what we offer at UCT. So at UCT, we prepare you to become an SP and or an FET teacher. That means teaching in the phases between grade 7 and grade 12, those two phases. We don't prepare teachers for foundation phase or for intermediate phase. Now, why it's important that you're here and listening to this now is because you're required to have teaching subjects at the right levels in your undergraduate degree in order to be allowed into the PGCE. And so it's really essential that you plan from the first year of undergraduate, and that's what we're going to take you through. Now, if you've got any questions as we go along, you can put them in the Q&A, and Nicole will answer what she can as she goes along, and then when I've finished this presentation, then we can both answer any more questions that are left in the Q&A. So I'm sorry this can't be I can't actually see your faces, and you can't speak and ask we can't answer questions to you directly, but we will try and do that as best we can through the Q&A. The other thing I suppose to say is that places are highly competitive, and we only have 200 places on our PGCE. So it's really important that you do chart your route to the PGCE, and that you contact us and get in touch with us if you're keen to become a teacher, so that we can help give you curriculum advice as you go along. And I'll give you all those details of how to contact us at the end of this presentation. Okay, so we don't offer all the teaching subjects. We call them methods, teaching methods in PGCE, but you'll see that we offer a wide range of languages, maths and sciences, the humanities, life orientation, phys ed, the performing arts as well, and some commerce subjects, economics and accounting. So you can be prepared to become a teacher in any of those subjects at UCT in the PGCE. What undergraduate courses are required for entry into the PGCE. And this is where it gets really important that you think about this and you plan it in your undergraduate degree. So you're required in most cases, and I'll talk about the exceptions, but in most cases you're required to take 2 subjects, to offer 2 school teaching subjects. So if you just go back there, you might offer English and history, or you might offer maths and physical science, or you might offer history and geography, natural science and life sciences. So two of those teaching subjects. Now, in order to be to qualify for entry into the PGCE, you need to have the appropriate undergraduate degrees that allow you to teach those subjects. Now, in some subjects, that's fairly straightforward. So if you have first year and second year in historical studies, that would qualify you to take history. In other subjects, it's a bit more complicated. So if you're wanting to do life sciences, then having, for example, botany and zoology is compulsory at first year level. So this combination of subjects is really what becomes very, very important in your undergraduate degree if you know that you want to be a teacher, and making sure that you have the appropriate credits in the correct courses to teach the subjects that you want to teach in school requires the planning. So, for example, if you know that you want to be a life orientation teacher, then you need a major in psychology. That means you need psychology at third year, but also you need a second teaching subject, so you'd have to take another subject with that would at a second year level that you could also teach. Mathematics, in order to qualify to teach mathematical literacy, you only need first year maths, but if you want to teach maths to FET level, then you need 2 years. So it's going to be difficult to get your heads around all these requirements, which is why we really, really encourage you to get in touch with us if you have any doubts at all, and you want some curriculum advice. The other thing is that there are some subjects that you can take just as a single subject. So music, dance, drama, fine art. Those subjects require either the degree only in drama and fine art, or you can apply with a 3-year diploma in music and dance. So there's a lot of different combinations and knowing just how to chart your path through undergraduate that's important to know. And we're here to help guide you with that through that process. Okay, the other thing to say, I said it was a competitive course, and so there are minimum requirements as well for entry. So if you are going into physical sciences, economics, accounting, Xhosa, Afrikaans, then you'd be required to have 55% average in your undergraduate subjects that are needed for studying to be a teacher in those subjects. Mathematics and mathematical literacy, you're required to have a 57% average. Geography, life sciences, natural sciences and life skills, 60%, and history and English, 5%. So as I say, it is a highly competitive course, and so we have needed to put in minimum requirements in your undergraduate degree to qualify for the PGCE. So it's something to aim for, and it's important that you know that going into undergraduate, what your goals are in your courses if you're wanting to walk this path, and we hope you will. We also really strongly recommend that somewhere, if you haven't already taken Xhosa at school, that you do this somewhere in your undergraduate degree. It's a compulsory part of the PGCE that you do. It's called a communication. It is a requirement to become a teacher that you have communication, some form of communication course in more than one language, and we've made it a compulsory part of our PGCE at UCT. So it's something to think about as you choose your subjects in undergraduate. The other thing is to get involved and find out if you actually like working with children. So getting some experience working with children, maybe through tutoring, through teaching, maybe through youth groups of one form or another. All those are really, really good experience, which you bring to the PGCE, and being knowledgeable in how to manage large numbers of children is very, very useful when you go into a school environment. There are options. Some of the things available at UCT, Teach Out is one of them, where it's a student-led club where you can actually get involved with doing some teaching while you're on campus. So look around for those sorts of opportunities and take advantage of them. They won't necessarily assist in getting onto the PGCE, but they most definitely will be a real benefit when you're training, when you go to teaching practice, and when you actually become a teacher. Okay. I think one of the...
have 2 minutes left.
Oh, okay. Right, then one of the really important things to say is NSFAS doesn't fund PGC anymore. So there are bursaries, and please look at those on our website and ask us if you want any additional information about those. And then for further information, please contact us. Look at the website on UCT. There's frequently asked questions, and hopefully most of them will be answered there. Please contact Nicole at humeducation@uct.ac.za. Down there at the bottom, that's our new building. We're moving there next week, and it's a brand new education building that we're really excited to move into. It's on Lower Campus. It's got a cafe. Come visit us, come and ask us questions, and we'll be really, really happy to answer them to help you chart your path to becoming a teacher. Okay, thank you very much for taking time to be at this presentation. In which case, thank you for being here, and I hope you'll visit us. Visit our website, email, or come and physically see us on campus. Thank you.